creating throughout the years. Okay. Image gallery. Some of it is self-explanatory, so I won't really go in it, but you guys will have an idea of where to find that. Image gallery, contacts, uploading contacts. You can upload CSV files, or you can do Google. Import contacts. I could do Google or upload CSV files. Okay. And then in here you have groups. This is where you can tag different group members like staff, volunteers, high profile clients, whatever it is, and then you'll be able to send emails based on your tags. Donation levels. Again, anything you guys create here, you get to pull into the events or the campaigns that you're creating, okay? Donation level. And because you guys have an idea of CRM, this is a lot more simpler. It doesn't have as many business logic as Connect or anything, so it's what you see, kind of what you get. Agreements. The setup's already done, but the liability waivers and anything that they would have to sign, they can upload it here and then specify if it's for event or campaign. Okay. Discount code, promo code. With event registrations, they can create discount codes within the system, give that to all of their recipients, and then when they put in the discount code, they get the appropriate discount. Sync. It does sync into Fundly CRM, but only the events, only the donations sync. Events don't sync yet, and that's on the roadmap for 2017. Okay. Custom data sets. Form configuration. You can have as many forms as you want, and there's 4 major forms. One for nonprofits who are signing up, teams who are signing up, and individuals who are signing up to fundraise. And then the 4th is attendees, people who will actually be registering for the event. Okay, that's where you see the form type, team, individual, nonprofit. Click on the edit. Okay, some of the fields are default, like the page link and the fundraising goal. We have provided that. We have copy main page content if they wanted to copy the main page content, or copy the entire site if they wanted to, even main menu items. This is where it populates from. The other neat thing we have, which is kind of new, I can drop in add fields, and it only works for custom data set, not custom fields. Clicking on custom data, I'll drop in t-shirt. T-shirt doesn't have that. Oh yeah, I'm on demo. Okay, when I edit this, edit. So I am on staging. It works fine on live. Let me try one more time. I'm going to use the individual form. It's for individual forms only. Add field, custom data set. T-shirt. Edit. Not seeing it on staging, but it's one of the key things we have done for these guys. And I'll have Jazzy share the password with you guys for staging as well as this one. Race 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will need to be logged into this. Okay. Okay, so I went into custom data sets and I clicked on edit, and it allows you to specify if it's for fundraising or for participation. And what this does is when people go to the website and they say sign up as individual, they get to specify if they're doing a fundraising page, if they're signing up for the race, or they're doing both. If they selected race, then they'll only see the fields that are marked as available for participation. Okay.
See, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think there's a bug where it says field label, it says custom data set. What it really should say is whatever, when you click done. Click done.
Yeah.
Show the options as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it says additional info. So shouldn't the field label be additional info and not say custom?
You guys, I can't tell if it's my end or if one of you guys can actually go in and do it.
Jazzy, do you want to put that on your notes to check?
Okay. Because I'm seeing stuff that I wasn't before and it was working fine. So I don't know if my connection's like lagging out or what it is, but yeah, I was the one who created all this and it worked fine. Okay. But good catch, Tanner. So that's on the form side. Going back into our demo, that's a key piece. That's reconciliation report. This is for Stripe, you guys. We have real-time reports that shows you donations as they're coming online. Reconciliation report allows them to see when the deposits are hitting their bank account, and they can match it against the deposit date, how much amount was deposited. And this really depends on if they said weekly withdrawals, daily withdrawals, or monthly. It goes on the same cycle as that withdrawal cycle in Stripe. And then the other thing is, even if they said daily, sometimes merchants are closed over the weekend or there's a time zone difference and stuff. That's why you'll see this report is different from our real-time donation reports. Okay. We'll get more into that, but that's a reconciliation report for deposits into their bank account. And then custom domain. This is a neat feature. When I go to the site, you'll see it says humanracenow.org instead of Fundly Enterprise/events. They get to put in their custom domain, validate. When it's validating, it's not saying if it's a legit domain or not. It's just saying if they've used the same domain on any of their other events or campaigns. Once it's validated, they'll get 2 extra fields for certificate, SSL certificate, and SSL password. Don't worry about that for now. Okay. Any questions on just the global configurations, you guys? Anyone?
No.
Okay.
It's pretty straightforward.
So I'm going to go on to their live site, events. This is the event we created. Click edit. And simple left-hand side, you'll see the panel. Here you'll see form configuration, donation level. Same thing, when I go under donation level, I could pull from anything that was configured at the master level, which is up here. Okay, under global. So starting with overview, dashboard analytics, online versus offline, team versus individual versus agencies, registrations that they've had, leaderboards, top 5 fundraisers, okay, and summary. Event details, title, tagline, event date. So event date is May 6th, and when people can begin fundraising, which is Feb 7th, that's when people can start. So Jazz, make a note of this as well. Feb 7th is the date, but we have been able to fundraise. So just make a note. We'll talk about it after our call. Okay. What this means, you guys, is when you say Feb 7th, no one can really sign up before then. But I've been testing on their site, and I have been able to sign up. And
yeah, right.
Okay. But that's the URL Okay. Event locations, if they wanted to display the locations on the main site, they would click on On. Okay. Registration types, this is for all of the runners, timed runners who will be running at the race. You can go under settings and you can specify the start and end date, and then the fee type. Okay. You won't see the registration type online if the date is a future date. So some of these, we have it down in May, April, May, March, April, May. So those won't be visible on the website. Media, banner, photo gallery, story, images, videos. Okay. Email notification, these are all of the notifications that go out. Audience, you can see if it goes out to the nonprofit team or individual, or it goes to the admin themselves. Okay. Anytime someone signs up, the admin is notified, and that's where you're seeing the individual sign-up notification, nonprofit sign-up, attendee sign-up. Okay. There's the donation received, donation acknowledgement. Click on log. You get to see who's actually received this. Click on resend email to resend. Shows you what the email is, shows you who got the email, and if you needed to update that email, you can, and then click resend. Donation levels we talked about. Agreement forms, you can pull from the global configurations, and then you can specify if the agreement is for the charity, the nonprofit signing up, teams, individuals, or attendees. Okay. Promote event, sending emails. We have 4 templates. 2 of these templates have the donate button on it. 2 of these templates don't have the donate button. And that's for if you're sending internal emails or you're sending additional information to the nonprofits who have signed up and stuff. You don't want them to see the donate button. You're not asking for a donation. Select contacts, couple of neat things, quick selection. Once you've sent a donation, it actually updates and it says send to people who have not donated, send to people who have not opened the email, etc. So that will be your quick selection options. Here's the groups. If you had any groups, team, staff, etc., that would show up here. Contacts that you've uploaded in the system. Fundraisers, these are people who have signed up as agency, team, and individual to fundraise. Okay. You can send emails to these guys, or I can say all fundraisers, and it's going to combine all 3 of them. Okay. Sponsor levels. So on the website, sponsors can actually sign up online and pay for their sponsorship. I'll show you what this looks like online. These guys specifically have this turned off, so you won't see any questions on that. Menu items, this is their main website. They can add additional menu or sub-menu items, and then it's a text page or sponsor page. They get to edit that. They can pretty much drag and drop any of these to sort the order. Okay. Form configuration, we went over new registrations, nonprofit, team, individual. All of the ones that have recently signed up, I can click on the delete if I wanted to delete any of their pages. Okay. So Jazz, we're going to clean up all of these, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. Reports. Nonprofit, teams, individuals, attendees, donations, real time, and then your reconciliation report. You'll see some fields on the UI, but when you click on export, that's where you're going to see all of the additional custom data sets that was linked with the sign-up form. Okay. Import sponsors. Click on new import. This is a new one that we're building out fully. Right now it allows you to import individuals only. You can't link the individuals to team or agencies yet. It's a basic import for the admin. They can import all of the individuals. The pages are automatically created for them, and an email is sent out with their username and password. Okay. A couple of the neat things, you guys will see custom domain settings. When we were in event details, you had the details here, but I can click on preview. And this is what the site looks like. Similar to pages, you can click on the edit icon, and now you can start clicking on the plus sign and editing, uploading images, clicking on sign up now. And there's a couple buttons that show up on the site. I'll show you on the online site. This is where they can edit what the buttons say. Okay. Donate and sponsor pages, as we were talking about, you have the option if you wanted the sponsor page to be displayed first. You can rearrange the order. These guys only have the donate page. Unpublish, if I wanted to unpublish this event, clicking on the drop down next to it, this is where I get to add offline donations, check, cash, anything. Agencies. The flow for agencies, you guys, is when they go online, they sign up for agency, it comes and it sits in here, and they need to be approved. Once they're approved, another email goes out to them saying that you're approved, and that's when they get to log in. If they're not approved and they're sitting in here, then they won't be able to log into their account. So Tuesday morning, this is one thing we're going to do when agencies come up. We're going to walk them through the process of signing them online, and we get to go in here and then click on approve. Okay. And our test ones we're going to be deleting. Then attendees. Here's all of the attendees. They can manually add new attendees from here. And event configuration. This is where they can specify if they want agencies to sign up, team to sign up, individual to sign up, display the sponsorship tab first. Do they want to include sponsorships in their total donations raised? Do they want to include
separate for the companies?
Say that again, Tanner?
Sorry, I was just talking to someone that came in.
No problem. Include offline donations in the thermometer. So all of the settings is done, but if they had any questions on the settings, you would have them go under event configurations, and that's where they would find the toggle on and off. Okay. Any questions on the back-end piece, you guys? It was kind of high level overview, but it's also self-explanatory. If you're sending emails, you'd be like, oh yeah, let me go under promote event. Yep. And that's where you get to send emails or update media or registration types. Okay. Then what we're going to do, this is demo, log out. Here's the main site. Agencies will be cut. The goal is to have agencies sign up on the same day at the breakfast. They'll click on sign up now. Nonprofit, teams, and individuals. If I click on individual, this is where you'll see sign up as fundraising, timed runner, and sign up for both. Okay. Individual is the only one that gets these three options. I'm going to go via nonprofit. Some of them are going to have existing user IDs. I'll show you how we can look up their username. We will log into the human race site I was just in. We'll pull up a report from last year, and it has everyone's username, okay? And the default password is going to be test12. We've migrated these guys from an old platform onto this platform, and you put in their username, you put in test12, and we can log in, and it takes them through that flow, okay? So that's one option. For those who didn't participate last year, they would continue as new user.
Missy,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it happens on that screen, but if back at the previous screen, if somebody tried to use the Google or Facebook, I think it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's a known issue.
Oh, okay.
We have a PIB for that, so if you want to check into.
I already forwarded it on to Jazzy.
Okay. Jazzy, you can combine it with the PIV. So it hasn't been pressing. These are the two options that they're going to go with. So I'm going to
Right.
do
Yeah. Actually, before it was already because it's okay already before because I was able to sign up using my Facebook, but it was on demo. I'll just check everything later. I mean, the previous PIBs as well.
okay. So fundraising page link, you guys, anybody who signs up for a fundraising page gets their own personal page. And the logo, the URL is going to be humanracenow.org/event, and then they get to put in their page link. So if I was an agency, then I would say my agency name, for example, Mentor Me, Petaluma Education Foundation. No spaces, no URLs, none of that, just straight agency to be whatever it is, right? No spaces. A lot of times this is where when they're signing up, they get confused and they'll start typing www or http. Nope, none of that. No .coms, no nothing. Just the word that needs to go here. Fundraising goal, agency name, agency phone number. Keep in mind agency email address. This is the email address that's going to get the emails of here's your username and password. Here's you have now been approved, that kind of stuff. It's looking at this email address. It can be the same as the primary contact email. That's not a problem. But if it was different, if these two emails are different, this is the one that's getting the email. Okay. Primary contact info, date, time. The pink fields are the required fields. The white isn't. Okay. Username and password, same concept with username. If you're using an existing username, it will tell you that you can't use that because it's being used. The agreements are on here, tax ID, and they click save. As soon as I click save, I will get an email saying you have signed up successfully. Here's the URL and here's your username and password. I will not be able to log in until I'm approved. So admin goes in, they approve, I get another one that says you have now been approved and can log in. That's when I can log in. Okay. Any questions on this form or how agencies sign up?
What are we primarily going to be assisting with at the breakfast?
Agencies. It's only for agencies.
Helping them sign up or just log in and edit their pages?
Both. Helping them sign up is the first thing. How they sign up is going to vary if they've participated last year or not. Okay. And if they've participated, then it's going to be their username and then test 1, 2. Just really quick, here's and you guys can log in and play with this too. It's agency, and the password is agency, unless I've deleted this page. Agency. Oh, perfect. I didn't delete it. This is what it looks like to agencies. It defaults to the dashboard, and the first tab they're saying is supported events. This is what they've signed up for. Click on edit. Okay. Notice it's a little bit less options than what the admin was seeing. They can customize their page, add in content, specify if they wanted to include offline donations, yes or no. Okay. When I go under email notifications, it's they shouldn't be seeing attendee sign up. So this is some of the pieces we're working on. Cass, make a note. I'm still seeing attendee.
Yep.
What universal settings do the agencies have?
In what sense?
Well, in the gear icon, what options do they have there?
Global? All. Because think of it this way. These are are leads potentially that can use Enterprise for other reasons outside of the supported events. And then they can create a new event on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
The supported events is the human race, but when they go onto events, they can actually do the whole human race again if they wanted to. You know?
And how does it work for, like, how do they get the money? Does that
They
go
don't
through?
get the money. They only human race gets the money. Their bank account is linked to Stripe,
Mhm.
and they make a cut to all of the agencies.
Okay.
Good question. The other thing you guys will see is you're not going to see registration form here because it's a supported event. So it's whatever admin had configured. That's it. But if these guys were to create their separate event, then they can have their registration forms and all of the other options. What else?
The include offline donations for the main page for the human race on the total giving. Does that include the offline donations?
Yeah, so the way it works, and this is under the admin setting, this thing is going to include online donations from all, of course,
Mhm.
but offline donations only from the admin. It is not going to include offline donations from any other people.
Okay.
The reason for that is it's not legit, it's not validated yet. They haven't proved that they in fact have raised that much offline.
Right.
So, but admin could toggle that on and off, and if someone else wanted to show all offline donations, including supporting pages, they could do that.
Okay. And I guess the main admin has a way of reconciling that for the agencies? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. And the flow there is they would actually go to log in as admin, and then under offline donations, they would manually upload the offline totals for that the other agencies are giving them.
Okay.
Yep. The one thing I'm testing right now, and we'll be testing you guys, is we did the data migration, so I'm going to log into some existing accounts, see what that looks like, make sure it's kosher, because I haven't heard back from tech team yet. They're still testing. So that's one thing that's pending. Monday, I'll confirm the flow with you guys. We'll make sure any of the bugs are hashed out. And then Tuesday, we should be ready to go.
Okay. For the agencies, for the volunteer center, is there a way of marking the agencies as active or inactive? So, ones that they know that might not be included don't get included on the mailings or whatever?
Anyone who signs up, because every year is different and you have to
Yeah.
sign up here. When you're signing up, you're active. You're actively fundraising for that year.
Okay.
And then anyone who's signed up gets mailing and gets all of the information in that. There will be agencies who participated last year but are not going to this year. There might be a few of that, and they won't be signed up for the 2017 race. Okay. And then Michael, Cecilia, the other thing about the crowdfunding, you guys are pretty much, I'm assuming you're familiar with at least peer-to-peer and crowdfunding, but all the individuals and teams have to pick a nonprofit because the money is going to a nonprofit. And then anything they raise trickles back up to the team's page or the nonprofit's page. So it's going to be reflected in their goal for the team or nonprofit. Okay. The other thing you guys will see is Stephen goes as a good example. Maybe. So here's the other event that's actively going on during the same time frame. This thing's not on. When you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll see nonprofits, teams, or individuals. This is where you can search for them. We're working on enhancing the search tool. Okay. But if I go to teams, I click on team. They don't have anything, but you'd see their top donors here. Nonprofit, volunteer center. Similar pages there. Their pages, the theme and all looks similar to the main event page. What else? As I'm going through the flow, if I notice anything else, we will be doing one more call Monday, a final call, especially for the migration flow and such. But if anything else comes up, I'll add it to my notes. Tanner, can you think of anything else?
No. Whoa,
Okay.
what's going on there?
Yeah. Michael, Cecilia, any questions?
I was just wondering, I saw that you mentioned before that you're taking Tanner and Michael. Will I be doing this as well?
No.
Because I
So
was
they said 2
confused.
people, and remember when we were like, oh, you might be off?
Yeah. Okay, I
Yeah.
was just checking.
Oh, yeah. So.
And we're doing this from here, from our office, or we're going on site?
On site, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
At the epicenter in Santa Rosa.
Okay.
Do you know where the epicenter? I don't know where the epicenter is, so I'll look it up, but I'll get you guys the address too, just to make sure.
Yeah, it's in the north part of Santa Rosa, down by
Okay.
Coffee Lane.
Do you know which part of the epicenter? Because
I'll
it's
get you.
a big building.
I'll get you those details on Monday.
Okay.
Yep. And if you notice anything funky going on with the site, you guys actually sign yourself up as individuals. Go through the flow. Go sign up individual, and you can do any one or both. And then just send it to Jazzy and myself, so you can send it to support, and we'll be looking into all of these issues. Okay.
How do you test if it's a paid event?
You don't have to pay, so you can go to sign up now, go to individual. You don't have to do the timed runner, you can just do sign up fundraising. There's no paid for that.
Okay, fine.
Okay, and yeah, that's it for now. But we'll touch base on this and this.
Okay.
Okay. Talk to you. Charles, I'm gonna ping you in a bit. Bye, guys.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Bye, Jazzy.
Bye.